Hello! In this video we are going to solve one more problem applying the quadratic formula. The problem is the following. Two numbers differ by 7 and the sum of their squares is 29. Find the numbers. So we are talking here about having to find two numbers. So let me call them x and y. And let's see the information we have about x and y. We have that their difference is 7, so two numbers differ by 7, so x minus y is equal to 7. And then the sum of their squares is 29, so x squared plus y squared is equal to 29. So we have a system where the first equation is a linear equation and the second equation is a quadratic one. And we want to transform this a little bit, so we actually have a quadratic equation to solve. So what I'm going to do is to find what is the value of x in the first equation and substitute that value in the second one. So we can say that x is the same as 7 plus y. We are isolating x in the first equation. So we can go to the second equation, and using this information we can write that 7 plus y, all of it squared, plus y squared is equal to 29. Now if we expand this equation, we have to expand 7 plus y times 7 plus y, so we have 7 squared, which is 49, plus 2 times 7 times y, so plus 14y, plus y squared, that's expansion, plus y squared is equal to 29. So what we have over here, if we collect like terms together, we have 2y squared plus 14y, and then we have 49 and we also have 29 on the other side, so we have plus 49 minus 29 is equal to 0. So 2y squared plus 14y plus 20 is equal to 0. So now we do have a quadratic equation in y, and we are going to solve it. And after we solve it, we still have to remember that we have a way of finding what x is once we know y. So once this is solved, we're going to go back over here to find the value of x. So let's go ahead and solve the quadratic equation. Let me write it over here again. 2y squared plus 14y plus 20 is equal to 0. Before solving it, if I want to work with smaller numbers, I could divide everything by 2, and then I will get an equivalent equation that says that y squared plus 7y plus 10 is equal to 0. So my value for A is 1, for B is 7, and for C is 10. And you should pause the video now and apply the quadratic formula to solve this. So what I'm getting over here is that the two possible values for y are negative 5 and negative 2. Now we need to use these values to find what will be the possible values of x. And how could it be that we are getting to values of y? We need to think about it. If y is equal to negative 5, using the fact that we have here with red that x is 7 plus y, then we will get that the value of x is 7 plus negative 5, so x will be equal to 2. If y is equal to negative 2, then x is going to be 7 plus negative 2, which will give us the value of 5. So you're getting two possible solutions. One solution could be that one of the values is 2 and the other one is negative 5. And notice that when I wrote the equations first, I say x minus y is equal to 7, not y minus x is equal to 7. So in this case, we are saying the first value is 2, the second value is negative 5. So let's check that this makes sense. So we'll have that 2 minus -5. We are saying that the two numbers differ by 7. This is equal to 7, so this is correct. Then we need to check that the sum of the squares is what we want as well. So we need to do 2 squared plus -5 squared. That's 4 plus 25, which is 29. So this condition is also verified. Solution 2, we have that x is equal to 5 and y is equal to -2. So we have to check that 5 minus -2 is equal to 7, which is true. And again, we need to check the sum of the squares is what we want. And we can do this very easily. In this case, 25 plus 4 is equal to 29. So we found two pairs of numbers that are solutions for this problem. And the key point here was that at the beginning, we were not getting one quadratic equation to solve. We were getting two equations with two unknowns, and we were converting one of them into a quadratic equation. And that was what we were able to solve.